Hey guys, this is NERF Boy Productions here, and for day 3 of Rapid Reviews, I will be reviewing the NERF Vulcan EBF 25. Alright, so let's go over everything the gun comes with. Of course, you get the blaster itself, one 25 dart belt or chain, which I will get more into later, a box that clips on the side to store the chain, and a custom tripod. Alright, so let's start out with the chain because it's very unique. So it's got 25 of these little cartridge things, and in these you just stick in a bullet through the front and it lines up in the back, and that's one, and you just load it up. So there's 25. There's actually 26 including this one. Now this first green one, you can't actually put a dart in. It's just solid, but what it has is it has a little arrow on it, and that shows you what direction to put the belt in, which I'll talk more about later. So you load that on, and then, yeah. So there's actually 26 chains, but it only holds 25. Alright, so, and then they're all just stitched together with little pieces of fabric. So that's the belt. The gun comes with 25 whistler darts or micro darts, however you want to call them. And the belts shoot all darts except for streamlines. Now they shoot elites, but when you shoot streamlines, they will shoot, but only like 10 feet. So I just don't bother. Whistlers is the way to go for this gun. Alright, let's talk a bit about the box. The box is very cool. On one side it has the N-Strike logo in black, and on the other side it actually has the N-Strike logo, just not painted. You can see it there. And you can feel that's part of the texture. So, it's got these fake bolts here on both sides, and then this orange piece lifts up. Now even if it doesn't, there's still a hole in it, but when that lifts up, it allows you to drop in your chain. I'll talk a bit more about this box later. Alright, now on to the tripod. The tripod's very cool. It's flat, but you can just pull out the legs and they sit there, and then from there, this piece can actually move around up and down, and then this can twist. I'll get more into that later. Now for the gun. Alright, the firing modes. One thing I love about this blaster is they have both single shot and fully automatic firing. So semi-automatic firing, fully automatic firing, and just single shot, which is very, very cool. I just love that they did that. Alright, so at the back here there's a little switch, and right now doesn't fire. With the switch on, it fires. Now, if you've seen my Stampede video, I showed you that when you just simply tap the trigger on the Stampede, it'll fire one. That's not the case with this. With this, when you tap the trigger, half the time it doesn't shoot, half the time it does. But that's probably why they incorporated the single shot. Alright, so let's talk about loading the clip into the blaster, because without the clip in the blaster, even when the blaster's on, doesn't fire. Alright, so I'm just going to angle the camera down here. You have to excuse my pajama bottoms. I'm a lazy man. Alright, so this orange piece here, you can lift up and you can see this nice tray here with a whole bunch of grooves on it. What you want to do is take your belt, take the green part, and with the arrow, make sure that arrow is pointing out the gun. Alright, so you can see that. Arrow's pointing that way. You simply want to place the arrow on top, and you can see there's a little arrow on there as well. So you want to line that up. Line up the arrow on here with the arrow on there. Alright, and then just holding it in place, close that. And this belt will stay in place. So, that's how to load it. Alright, sorry about this. Alright, so, chain won't move now. Alright, so, now, let's talk about loading it in the, box. Alright, so, to, clip on the box, the Vulcan has a little thing on the side, a little hole, and what you can do is, with the box has a little bump. Connect the bump into the hole, no comments. I can't really show you this on camera, but it will click into place, and then that box won't move. And that's attached to the side, and it looks very nice. Alright, now I can probably show you this. Again, I apologize for the shaking camera. It's not too bad, but, to load in the belt, you need to lift this, open this, and from here, what you can do is you need to take the bottom end of the belt first, so the part without the green part, and lay it down there so that it's facing the gun and just lying over top of the gun. Then go back and forth, like that. So you know, like just like lay it down over top of it, like a giant S kind of. And then once you're done there, obviously just line up that green thing again. And then before closing this flap, you need to actually close the box, then the flap, and it'll close properly. So that's how to load it in the box. I apologize if this review's all over the place. This gun is very interesting, so I just needed to show you guys that. Alright, so with it loaded in the box, you can't actually tell if there's a chain in there or not before you've shot, which is very nice. Alright, so now on to more about the gun. The gun has 1, 2, 3, just 3. Heh, I thought there was more. Alright, it's got 3 tactical rails, alright? It's got one on the top, one on this side, and one on the other side as well. So those are very nice. None of the attachments take up those tactical rails, so you have 3 tactical rails. Alright, like I already said, you have the single firing mode, which is just your priming bolt, like on a long strike or something like that. Priming bolt or a long shot. You got that. And then of course, fully automatic. Now, for fully automatic, you flick up the switch. I know I already talked about this a bit, but to actually turn it on, you push down and then push, and then it'll shoot. And then doing that will make it not shoot. There's also little prints on it saying on and off. And I like they actually put this cap over it to keep you from turning it off or on when you don't want it to. Alright, now, on the bottom of the gun, there's this yellow thing. Now you can see there's 2 little slits in the yellow thing on each side. What you do is, you can probably guess, that's for the tripod. The tripod has these 2 buttons on the side, and when you push them, works like hinges, like on the Stampede Riot Shield. So what you want to do is you want to tip the gun over. I apologize for having to move the camera again, but you have to tip the gun upside down. Well, you don't have to, but that helps. And then you want to, doesn't matter which way you put it on, but you want to pinch these buttons and just line it up over the yellow part. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty hard to do, especially trying to show you guys on camera, but you have to push the buttons quite hard, but once you get it on, it's staying on and it won't go off, which is a benefit. Alright, so now that that's on, it looks kind of funny. When it's not down, it looks like that. You can also have it around the front like that. Yeah, but then you can set it down, and that looks really nice. If my computer desk wants to hold it, there. Alright, if you heard that crack, that's okay, don't be alarmed. The gun will actually click into place and just stay there, but to move it, it will first crack, and that's just it unlocking. I'm actually gonna have to set this on the ground. I apologize for this really shaky video. Like, please don't dislike this video just because it's shaky. It's almost impossible to not get it shaky. But you can see here, very nice. You have your tripod here, and you can basically just, you know, shoot around. It's a little creaky just because of all the clicking and locking and stuff, but basically you can shoot any direction you're ever gonna want, which is very nice. Alright, so other than adding the scope onto the built-in tactical rail, there's actually a front sight right here that you can flip up, kind of like the recon barrel, or retaliator barrel, or any barrel, even the long strike barrel, that you can flip up, and there's this little sight. You can flip that down as well. You can also aim with this piece, because when that's flipped down, they're about the same, but then you can flip that up for extra accuracy. One thing I don't like is this carrying handle can get in the way, and that's pretty much it for the scope. Now onto the carrying handle. Very nice, it's just gray, big, and definitely supports the gun. You actually have to assemble that when you get the gun. Alright, it's not too hard. What else is there? I know I'm missing something. Seems to be all, really. It's a big gun. Very big. Heaviest gun Nerf has made. But you know, it's very nice. Alright, so if you're going to use this gun as a primary running around with it, I wouldn't suggest it. I'd suggest it more for a stationary gun, for some sort of, I don't know, you know, some sort of gunner, perched up or something. But, if you are going to carry it around, it's got this, nice graded, holding part that you can hold, and that's really nice. Alright, so enough about me blabbering. Let's go to the firing test and let's shoot some rounds. Alright, so I got the full 25 dart clip. It's filled with all whistlers. I'm pretty sure there's a couple black whistlers with orange. I think there's like 3 black whistlers with orange tips, which is the opposite of normal, but that's alright. Alright, so we're gonna fire 5 normal single shot ones with the priming bar, and then a whole bunch of fully automatic. So I'm going to be shooting in this area, and here we go. So you couldn't even see that, so I'll just zoom out because this gun, ranges aren't too hot. That was nice. Wow. Alright, so one thing I want to mention is with this belt here, every time you prime it, the belt will actually come out of the gun, which I didn't show you guys before. Probably should have, but whatever. Alright, Alright, so now we're going to do a whole bunch of fully automatic shots, and here we go. Alright, so one thing you need to notice is that with the single firing, you get way less power. You'd think you get more, but you actually get more power with the fully automatic. So even though that priming bar is nice to have, and in some cases, this is firing the gun with the fully automatic. You know, it's like, it's not too fast. It's pretty fast, but you can almost get more fast with the priming bar. Probably about the same, but you'd expect the priming bar to be more, and it's not. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, this was NerfBoyProductions, signing out.